Hey guys, Bridget with Sandy Seed Company. Today I'm going to be talking about broccoli, a fabulous crop for you to grow at home. Pretty simple. I'm going to give you all the tips on how to do it and talk about the different types. Now before I get into that, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you're notified anytime we put out a video. So broccoli is a fabulous crop. Maybe a little more advanced if you're like a brand new gardener, but totally doable, easy. We've got a beautiful head. Look at this guy, so gorgeous. Now how did I get this? So we're in zone 9 and 10. We're in Southern California. We actually start the seeds for this crop in the fall, okay? We start it in the fall for a key reason. I want this broccoli to grow during a time of the year where the sunlight hours are waning. The days are getting shorter. That's very, very important. And for any of you that have taken my classes, you know I go on and on and on about this in length because it's very important. You're growing a crop that is a immature flower head. So as the daylight gets longer, right, and you go into spring, a plant like this will want to go to flower. Obviously, we want to eat it when it's immature, right? This is an immature flower head and absolutely delicious. So we like to plant them in the fall and grow them all the way through the fall and the winter and then just barely into early spring. By the time early spring rolls around, we're swapping to warm season crops. So now when I say fall, I'm talking about starting your seeds in August or September, which I know is really hard in Southern California because it's really hot. Obviously not impossible. We do it every single year. I know we have videos that we've done about specifically starting cool season crops during the warm fall weather in zone 9 and 10. But the reason why we do that is because I want to have broccoli throughout the fall and the winter time and into the early spring. And if I wait into the spring, I'm planting broccoli along with my warm season crops, which I don't have enough room to do. Now, if I wait too long, if I actually wait till the weather gets cool here in Southern California, then I suffer something called the fall effect, where these plants grow so painfully slow because the days are really short. They really don't do a whole lot at all. So we start them in August or September, and then we grow them throughout the cool season. So what are the types of broccoli? So broccoli, there's heading broccoli like this, where it's a beautiful, nice big head. And then there are broccolis that are like rapinis, where they send out side shoots. Now, spoiler alert, this heading broccoli will send out side shoots, absolutely. As I harvest this, oh, here, we can get in there and we can actually see. Here's a little side shoot here. Here's another one here. And you can see from this side, I've been harvesting this for a little while. Because I don't necessarily always want to eat this much broccoli at a time, I just come out here and just like you saw, I just break off what I want, walk around the garden, eat my little snack, put it in my salad, whatever I'm gonna do. You don't have to lop it all off at once if you're not gonna eat it all. What is important as we go past the shortest day of the year and the days get longer and the weather gets warmer, you are going to want to consume this sooner than later because the quality will degrade. It will want to go to flower. As it goes to flower, it can get a little bit bitter. Absolutely still edible, but right now, in December, this broccoli has the best, sweetest flavor and it's at the peak of its ripeness. So this is when I want to eat it. Okay, so a few other last tips that you need to know about broccoli. Obviously spacing, right? You need to have quite a bit of space for this broccoli. When you start them, of course, they're itty bitty and it's really tempting to put them really close together. But if they don't have room to grow all of these beautiful leaves that are getting sunlight and photosynthesizing for the head of the broccoli, you're gonna have really inky dinky tiny little broccoli heads. So give them enough spacing. Also keep in mind that for as big as it is in plant matter, the root systems are pretty big too. So they're gonna wanna have a lot of space. The other thing that's really amazing about broccoli is you get a lot of biomass. So you could use these broccoli leaves to make things like, you could make tea out of them for your garden. We've got a whole video on that about making teas for the garden on Gardening for a Budget. You can also eat them. These are absolutely delicious, edible greens. They're really no different than kale. When they get older and bigger, they tend to be a little bit tougher, but cook them down in a slow cooker with some chicken broth, absolutely delicious. So you get a lot of plant and a lot of edible yumminess in one tiny, well, not tiny, in one plant. A lot of bang for your buck, basically. So what are the type of broccolis? Well, there's millions of them out there, but just some of the ones that we carry. Waltham broccoli is a very standard, whoops, Walden broccoli is a standard variety that you see in a lot of seed catalogs because it's fabulous. It produces a nice, big, beautiful head, and you also get tons of side shoots. Rapini broccoli is like our early fall rapini. Actually, the leaves look slightly different, and you'll notice that it's not going to form one big central head. Instead, you're going to get lots of long shoots, which make really good stir fries and other applications. We also have some unique ones that you're not going to find anywhere else. So Steve's early tender broccoli is a fabulous variety that was actually bred right up in Central California by a friend of ours, and it produces really good, delicious heads, even in warmer temperatures, which we tend to have in zone 9 and 10. So no matter what the broccoli variety you have, make sure you follow the top tips of giving it enough space, planting it as the days are getting shorter, right, in the fall, and growing it through to the spring. And ample moisture is important as this plant is made up mostly of water.